What up, everybody? This is Trenten Merrill, two-time Paralympian, one-time bronze medalist, American record holder in long jump, and I'm going live with Stephen Coco on 98.5, so make sure you get your listening ears on, your coffee, whatever you need, but tune in because it's going to be a good time.
Hi guys, I'm Sam Fricker. I'm an Australian Olympic diver, and you're listening to Power 98.5.
We don't play the social game. We are social. Power 98.5. You're listening to Power 98.5, powered by United Angels Dream, your number one resource for public relations, entertainment, and multimedia. Contact them today at unitedangelsdream.com.
Hi, this is Dan Aykroyd. He's progressive. He's beautiful. He's thoughtful. He's intelligent. He's powerful. He's positive. He is Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio.
Hi guys.
Empowering listeners from the US to the UK. Live on air with Stephen Cuoco.
We got a lot of energy in the house tonight. My team, we're all super pumped, stoked. We're a little bit, I don't know, just ready to get out and party. It's the energy. It could be because we've got Trenten Merrill with us today. It could be everything, all the above. It could be because we're all drinking iced tea and Starbucks coffee. All I have to say is this. I want to give a big shout out to Trenten's team, to his publicist, for putting a lot of this together. Trenten is doing some incredible stuff. I know you all know who he is. We've blasted it out on social media. My team's blasted it out on, email. If you want to go ahead and have any questions for Trenten tonight, head on over to Power 98.5 Satellite Radio's website, our brand new website, power985.com. You can instant message us. We will receive it live. If you have any questions, any heartfelt comments, compliments for Trenten, send them on over. Once again, it's a brand new website, brand new tools. There is no reason why you cannot connect any time of the day, all day. So with that being said, I'm going to tell you, if you go to Trenten's Instagram, get on over there, TR3N10. He just was in a Hugo Boss campaign. Every photo is fire. The videos are superb. He looks like a multi-million-dollar athlete, which I'm going to say he is. But we're just going to go to the fact that this young man, and I'm looking at it now, Lulu photos. I mean, he's the Hugo Boss. It's off the chart. Okay, so who is Trenten Merrill? And you're really going to have me do this. All right, he's a professional athlete. He's a public speaker. He's a model. He's in the Paralympics, two-time Paralympian, Pan American Games. He's got a gold medal there. And I'm going to read off this additional information. All right, so 2015 World Championship, silver medal. 2016 Paralympics, fourth place, American record long jump. 2018 American record long jump. 2019 Pan American Games gold medal long jump. 2021 American record long jump. And in 2021 Tokyo 2020 Paralympics third place long jump. All right, in addition, more about Trenten here. Get this. Outside of track and field, Trenten is a public speaker and uses his experience as a Paralympic long jumper to help inspire others to pursue their goals and their dreams. In 2021, Trenten started modeling for SLU Agency. He's an investor and entrepreneur managing two self-employed LLCs in athletics, real estate, stocks, and cryptocurrency. And he can share with us some golden hot money-making tips tonight on the record. And anytime off the record, if he wants to share with me golden tips and tricks, crypto, stocks, all of that. I got a background in real estate. He and I can connect there as well. I want to know all about it. So with us, live on air with Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5, Mr. Trenten Merrill.
Let's go, Steven. Thanks for having me. What an intro, man. You hyped me up. You're the hype man. I'm ready for this, bro. I got my pump on from the gym. I just got back to the room, and I'm ready to get chatting and working.
All right, we got to start off. Listen, we're right there together. Super impressive. This is your new home, okay, on Power 98.5. We want you here as often as possible. There's nothing too small or too big you can't talk about or share with us, which means I have got to start with the Hugo Boss campaign. Every single photo, you running, you jumping, you doing what you're doing, this is incredible. Would you like to take us more into how did this happen? Where did you go? Where are you now? I mean, after coming back from Dubai, I know you didn't get a lot of sleep or really any sleep at all, but you pulled this off flawlessly.
Man, thank you. I got to say, number one, and first and foremost, couldn't do it without God, because he's been the author and perfecter of my faith and my walk, and there's been a lot of tough times, but just having the faith and believing that I was, destined for greatness and that I was capable of doing big things is why I took the risk and believed in myself and bet on myself. And I think along the way, I had some people that believed and bet on me. And those are some agents that I'm working with right now out of LA who opened the doors for me in Dubai. And I mean, indirectly as well, it was one of my really good friends, Hunter, who had connected me with his agents. And he kind of talked me up. And so it was just some people in my corner that believed in me, saw my potential. And when the opportunity happened, I just, had to go through the door and take the opportunity. So that's what I believe led to me going to Dubai and getting connected with Hugo Boss. And in Dubai, man, it was crazy. Like first of all, on the way to the airport, my COVID results didn't come in on time. So when I tried to check in for the flight, they asked me for my COVID results. I didn't have them on time, so I had to walk across like LAX and hope that I could get a COVID result so I could leave that night. And I had, mind you, I got there in the morning around like 10 a.m. and they just ran out of 90-minute tests. And why they have anything longer than that, I don't know. In my opinion, they should only stock up on 90-minute COVID tests or faster. So the next best was a 3 to 5 hour, how to take that and how to play the waiting game, man. And just was one of those things where I'm like, all right, God, I want to go. I want to go really bad, but whatever your will is, that's what's best for me. So I'm going to accept it. So I just, I didn't get all, hot and bothered. I just kept my cool and hung out with my friend and we grabbed a beer and we just waited for the result to come in and came through. Hopped on a flight at like 9 p.m. and took like 2 days, flew to Paris and then got to Dubai and had a shower and then get to work right away. And it was definitely a lot of work and no sleep, but those are some of the most rewarding times. As you know, like sometimes when you're just grinding, that produces the results that you really, really want. So that was probably everything in a nutshell.
How do you feel now being back in the States? Are you acclimated or was it just simple? You just got back into your groove again?
Oh, dude, it takes time because Dubai is 12 hours ahead. So when I got back, it was tough to fall asleep initially. And I mean, to be honest with you, I got back and I drove right back down to the center and I got back to training. Like I just wanted to work out because for me, even though it wasn't that much time away, I'm very ambitious and driven. And for me, I just wanted to be on the track training. So right when I got back, I went back down south to Chula Vista and trained and worked out. And, I knew too as well, like if I were to work out and be out in the sun, that's going to actually help me get on the time zone faster. And that's a little trick you can do when you go travel is go out in the sun and get a little bit of exercise. That'll help you get on that time zone faster. So I did that, and it took me like 4 days, and it was pretty much just straight back into the ground. I only had like 1 day off, and then it was back in practice. Then I had like a speaking engagement, and just I think last 2 nights ago, where it was the first night that I felt like I finally got back on
the time zone. So it took a few days, a half a week.
Wow. Well, I don't know what else to say about that, especially with the time difference and knowing that you went right into training. We talked like about 5 minutes before we went live, and your energy level, she's like, what sort of protein drinks or what's your diet like? I mean, did any of that change at all, or like where is this energy coming from?
That's a good question. So I do study nutrition, and that's something I'm passionate about. And funny enough, I actually have been implementing a little bit different diet this year. It's called like an animal-based diet, and pretty much I eat meat and organ meat and fruits. That's majority of it, So when you travel, though, sometimes it gets pretty tough, and you don't have that at your resources. So luckily I haven't had like bad reactions eating other food, and I'm tolerant to a lot of stuff. So when I travel, I try to stick to my diet the best I can. But when I get back, it's like, all right, get on the grind and do what you got to do. And I've been very mindful and as an athlete, how my body feels when I eat food and stuff. So for me, I also listen intuitively, like, how do I feel? What do I feel like I need? What is my body craving? And I kind of, let that be my guide as well. I let my intuition guide me. But I mean, man, I'm just driven, and I do have a lot of caffeine for sure. Like in the mornings when I'm reading and stuff, and before the gym. So that for sure helps. But fueling, man, the food is the fuel for the body. So if you feel yourself right, you're gonna have energy throughout the day.
I would like to bring to the awareness here. I don't know if it's awareness or you want to call it or what. And it's because I'm reading information that my team sent over to me, and this is beautiful here. While you were sharing, the passion and perseverance that's in you is paramount. It's very profound, Trenten. And in this one little detail here, where you were highlighted, featured in People magazine not too long ago, it says here, the first time he felt the Lord's presence was in a hospital after his car crash at 14. This is where you say, I thought all my dreams and my future was gone, he says. A friend's mom came to see him. She just started praying over me, Merrill says, and that's when I felt God the most, and I heard from him, and he told me then and there that he had great plans for me. All of a sudden, I just felt peace from crying. All of a sudden, like, whoa, all right, I'm good. What goes through your mind hearing that, remembering that article?
Bro, that was giving me goosebumps hearing that. And man, my eyes started watering because I just was taken back for a quick second. It's crazy, kind of like hearing somebody else tell you, because a lot of times, I share my testimony and I'm sharing that, but sometimes when you're quiet and you hear that, it hits home, because it was a game-changing moment in my life. Like I was at a point where I had, I lost hope. I didn't know what my future would have. And I had dreams of being a professional athlete ever since I was a kid. And when I found out my foot was going to be taken away, I thought they were gone. And and when I heard that voice, I was encouraged, and that's what I needed to hear. And I thoroughly believe that, or I know that that's been it's been true. God has been true to his word. And I was at a point where I needed to hear that, and I'm so happy that he spoke to me, because I don't know where I'd be if I didn't hear that.
Do you see yourself differently in any way now than how you did before that moment when you were 14, or has this embodiment of peace and tranquility and serenity, do you just feel like you've always lived your true self inward and outward, do you see yourself as your true self?
So I don't think that I've always lived that way. I think that, I mean, I was only 14 when it happened. And before then, you know, when you're growing up, you're trying to find out who you are, and you're trying to navigate through life, and you're also being influenced by peers, your friends, and your surroundings. So it's a process of that's ever growing, I feel like. And for me, when I started reading my Bible, when I got older and I started reading self-development books, then I allowed myself to reflect on who am I, and who do I feel like I was created to be, and what kind of impact do I have? What is my purpose? When I started asking myself those questions, that's when I felt like I could be my most authentic self. And I actually just read a book called Finding Contentment by Neil Clark Warren, and he's a great author. He was a creator of eHarmony. Great psychologist, and that book was all about authenticity and being the most authentic version of yourself. And books like that, I feel like, have helped me continue to grow, but also become more consistent with my authentic self and who I truly am. Because otherwise, it can be easy to get caught up in feelings or in circumstances. And so I wasn't always like that. It was a growth, you know. It just took time.
It was something that was really hard to maybe describe, Merrill says. It was an intense feeling. He felt it again at the running clinic at a young adult, or as a young adult in college. So he stayed and got to work. For track and field, it didn't come easy for me, so it made me love it more, he says, which was part of the reward. It was a constant. I had to work really, really hard, and I still would fail. Merrill, who competes using a prosthetic commonly called a blade, tried every track and field event and gravitated to the long jump and sprinting events. Having a prosthetic and being able to run really fast is a truly incredible experience, he says. With this message, and thank you for being with us today, allowing us to have this moment with you, Trenten. Is there such a way about you as though having the opportunity and gift, which is a gift, of getting to know you, getting to speak with you on and off air, having the opportunity to really become embodied by who Trenten Merrill is on a really personal level? I have to be redundant to use this word again, is profound. The man of who I'm talking to, having you here with us today, I hear a man that is without limitations. There's something very great and miraculous in a way that you have, with all the accolades, with the media write-ups, with what you're doing, you know, after your experience in Dubai with Hugo Boss. You are really living, or giving the impression that you are living the best life you could ever live. And it really helped me to stop and think, to self-reflect, as to look at, what am I, or complaining about anything in my life? Is there anything that I'm feeling maybe a victim about in my life, to where I'm not feeling or believing in God's blessings? Do I believe or feel like maybe God is not doing enough? Am I angry with God? Because that's a common theme for me. Am I angry because things aren't moving fast enough? Are things not happening the way that I want them to happen? So you were truly an inspiration, not just because of what I just read, for what we know about who you are as Trenten Merrill, but the fact to look at your photos, to look at your Instagram, to know what you're doing out there. You are not leaving darkness or anything that can be disempowering and discouraging to appear, look, or feel as though it is affecting you or infecting your life. You are taking full control with God's help.
Man, thank you. Thank you.
What are your thoughts of me saying that to you, knowing that that's the truth that I feel for the truth that you express of and about yourself, that helps me to reflect on my own self?
I mean, humility, man. That's so cool to hear. And I think for me to hear that from someone such as yourself it's reassuring, to keep on keeping on, man. Like keep on grinding and working hard, because that means that I'm having a positive influence on people like yourself, and that's something that I want to do. That's my life goal, is to have a positive footprint on this world before I leave. And I remember, I don't know exactly who it was that said this, but so people won't always remember what you do, but they'll remember how you made them feel. And I know that's true for me and people that I've met through the years of my life. And I would like to leave that kind of legacy behind, where I made people feel better about themselves and encouraging them and helping push them to maximize their potential and be the best version of themselves.
And it's all coming together. It all is together, but it's strengthening and coming even more together in everything that you're doing. It truly, truly is, for someone like yourself, so young, that's accomplishing such greatness. I think to myself, wow, to be at your age, to accomplish what you're accomplishing. Literally, you are, it's like you're young, yet it's like you lived a life of a man that's like 50 or 55. That's the feeling I get. But yet at the same time, you're 20 years ahead of that. So it's like you're seasoned, yet you're young, but yet it's like you can cram 55 years in a 31-year-old lifetime.
That's why I got that salt and pepper hair, man.
I don't know where.
You just haven't seen me in person, man.
Where? Hold on,
I'm going. The wisdom, man. The wisdom coming through.
I'm not doubting you, but I'm heading over to your Instagram. Wait a minute. All right, where are you? Do you color it?
No. I mean, just some photos you can see it better than others. Like, all right, if you look at the boss photo where I'm wearing the hoodie, you can see.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, then Boss really did something, because in every single photo they took of you, there's no gray. Did you see this? There's no gray.
Well, what happens is when it grows out, it gets longer, because in the buzz cut, you can notice it more.
Yeah.
But my hair is thick, so I think it's just harder to see. But I mean, regardless, I appreciate those kind of words, and I maybe it's just because I've been through a lot of hard times that I've had to learn, grow, and adapt to make it to where I am today.
Mm-hmm. And it looks great. That boss photo, once again, thank you to everyone tuning in to Live on Air with Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5. We have with us today Trenten Merrill. He's a professional athlete, model, public speaker. He's a gold medalist, doing great things as America's record long jump. He's a Christian, not a Christian in what you may think. He really is a great child of God in what I know of what it means to be a Christian. And boy, look at this. Get on over to his Instagram, TR3N, and then a number 10. Wow. Look at this. I mean, you holding, the medals. Like, you've got such personality to you. You're going to make such a great father. I guarantee I can see you having a son and a daughter. What you're going to do and the legacy that you already are leaving in this world, and when you have a family and children, Trenten, it is going to be really like super awesome. I can picture you, your wife, and your kids on the front cover of People magazine, and I'm not BSing when I say that.
That would be cool, man. That would be cool. Thank you.
So what's next for you now that you're back home? What do we have to look forward to that's coming up? Any film projects, TV projects, modeling projects? What's happening?
Man, so much. So I'm going to start doing some YouTube vlogs. I'm going to put out a vlog on YouTube from the Dubai trip. I had such a fun time doing that I want to create vlogs more on a regular basis. It's something I've been thinking about for a while now, probably for about 5+ years. I do a lot of cool things. I like the trip to Dubai with Boss, and then obviously competing and traveling around the world. And so I would love to bring my fans, followers, and audience into behind the scenes stuff. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm about to sign with a commercial agency too, so you should be seeing me some commercials in the near future. Obviously some modeling stuff in the near future, but I'm working on some really cool entrepreneurship projects right now. I'm hoping to have some more businesses taken off this year. Man, I just feel like there's so much, man. Even like personally, as far as all the books, my goals, like as far as what books I'm going to read this year, competing this year, man, there's a lot. There's a lot. I got speaking engagements coming up, and yeah, man, I don't know, man. I think there's probably more that I'm forgetting, but I'll be posting on social media, so anybody that wants to follow can stay tuned, you know.
Well, as I said to you before we began your interview, make sure you pace yourself. Don't hesitate to let your team, the people that are close to you, know that you want to take a breath, you want to take a rest. Yes, there's 1,440 minutes, 86,400 seconds in a day, but you deserve as many of those as possible. Truly, I'm not worried for you. I know you're going to continue to do what is great. I know to say that, yes, it's obvious you're going to do what is in God's plan. Keep in mind that goes only so far, because we have what is called, as you know, Trenten, free will. So it is your responsibility, even when receiving God's help, to speak your truth and speak what's in your heart. To yourself, to him, to everything that's encompassed embodying you. So you do have a responsibility to make sure, or in making sure, Trenten, you communicate. Always remember to communicate.
You're absolutely right. One of the things that I've been really implementing and being forcing myself to is resting on Sundays. You know, biblically you're supposed to rest on the seventh day, but when I'm sure you could probably attest to this, and a lot of people out there, but when you are super hungry, you're ambitious, and you're excited about new things coming, even on your seventh day of the week, you're still like, man, this is all I want to do is work. But I have to force myself sometimes to be like, nope, no work, no emails Sunday, because you need to maximize recharging your battery so you can hit it hard for 6 days out of the week. That's what I'm implementing now, and I'm seeing good results from just, creating boundaries in my weekly schedule.
I wasn't too sure if I was going to do this or not, but I'm going to do a quick game with you. It's called What Would You Do? I've only done it a couple times. So,
all right, let's go.
Let's turn the music up a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
So what would Trenten Merrill do? All right. If we're at a barbecue, this is always the number one, but it really strikes me because I am an East Coast person, country kid. We grew up on barbecues. If we were at a barbecue together and I'm the guest, would I be sitting there having a conversation with you? Or would you be behind the grill cooking food? Or would you be making me cocktails?
Well, first of all, I mean, just because you're behind the barbecue grilling doesn't mean you can't have a conversation with me, right? Because That's how we do it in California, man. We got the pool party, we got the barbecue going, and either my dad was on the barbecue or I'm on the barbecue, and we're chatting with everybody at the bar.
All right. So, but I still would be made a VIP though, no matter what, in your presence.
Oh, of course, my man. Of course. You could be sitting at the bar with me, and I'll be back there grilling the ribs.
I love it. All right. Second question. If we would attend a red carpet together, would you have me go first to have my photo up with Getty Images and everyone else to be taken? Or would you like to join me and say, you know what, buddy, let's go up together and get a picture together?
What I would say, I'd be like, yo, go get your own single photo, and then I'm going to get my own single photo, then we're going to get a photo together.
You're really good. You're really good.
Well, I mean, because you want one together, but you also want some solos in there, you know?
But seriously, that is an incredible answer, because compared to answers that other guests have said, it's almost like they kind of gotten stumped, like, I got to think about it. But you're good. And I'm going to say you're not just good, but I know you're being real and authentic. So I do receive
so exactly what I would tell you. I'd be like, bro,
I know.
I don't care. You go first, get your photo. I'm going to get my photo, then we'll get a photo together.
That is a really great answer. Seriously. All right. I think you're starting to leave me stumped a little bit. All right. Third question. What would you do? All right. If coming home from a long trip, would you, oh my goodness, boy, you got me stumped, because that's a really great answer. Both were. All right. After coming home from a long trip, would you, we know what you did when you came home this time, but let's think of a brand new one. Would you jump right into a bubble bath? Would you go on a blind date? Or would you call your family and tell them that you're flying home or you're coming over for dinner?
Oh, all right. The coming over for dinner, that one was the challenging part. But usually if I'm like drained, I mean, man, if I could see family and friends, yeah, that's awesome. Like, hopefully we got the jacuzzi going too, but I'm going to need to recharge. So, I mean, bubble bath maybe, but I would love to be like, yo, let's go home, get the jacuzzi, get some wine going too. Let's have a little, pool party, and then let me pass out and sleep for as long as I can. But as far as blind dates to go, that's a big no for me. In the words of Randy Jackson, because I'm not wasting my time. I don't even know if it's going to be good, and I'm drained. Yeah, right. I need to recharge my battery.
I'm glad I got you on at least one of them, because I'm thinking, how are you going to spin this? And actually, I'm afraid it's not spin it, but how are you going to plan that out? So,
yeah,
great job. Great job on what would you do. I'm glad that you took a little bit to think about that one, because I figured, all right, let me put these three things in there and see what you would do.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for the most part, like when I'm thinking about like if I've had trips and stuff when I come back home, I love seeing like my family and friends at my own house, because my own house is comfortable. And if there's already like food being made or something, like a pool party with jacuzzi and like tri-tip ribs or something, that's a great way to come home. And your family and friends, like you just want the people closest to you around, because you need to recharge.
I know who I'm celebrating with, so let me know when you've got a nice private VIP. I don't care. It doesn't even need to be red carpet. I'm coming over.
Yeah. All right.
You're
All
only
right,
one
man.
state away. I'm here in Vegas now, so.
Oh, you're in Vegas now? I thought you were in LA.
Now, I go where the business and opportunities are. So I have Power 98.5 is in Manchester. I'm also in New York, because I'm, an East Coast guy, but I have a base out of New York. Now I'm in Vegas looking to open up a live location here to do live interviews and everything. Yeah. So.
Well, I got some rental properties out in Vegas, so when I go see those, then I'll have to come say hi.
Yeah, and listen, so we're going to stay on the phone. We're going to be closing out. Just to recap and just, have that, that downtime of like, wow. So who would you like to give a shout out to before we get out of here?
Man, I guess first Nick Mayhew for kind of like, I guess, directly or indirectly connecting us. My mom, my dad, my friends, my family, anyone that's listening, anyone that wants to start following me. I appreciate everyone. I'm I'm just happy to be here and thankful for all the people that support me.
And you can, if there's anywhere else to really connect with you, once again, you can get a hold of and really definitely get to Nick's Instagram page over there at TR3N and then 10.
Nick's, you mean Trenton's Instagram page?
Did I say Nick's? Holy
You said Nick.
shit.
I shouldn't have thanked Nick. Dang it.
Trenton. Yeah, well, that would have been. But here's the thing: if Nick was listening, they still would have been heading your way because I didn't drop Nick's Instagram. I gave yours. TR3 N 10. Trenton. Oh,
Yep.
You got that on my
Yeah.
head. Trenton.
No, you're good.
Like, comment, share, check out his freaking Gucci high-end Hugo Boss. I'm looking at it now. I'm loving a video you walk and they've got you slow mode and back in front of that chocolate wall, and then you're just standing there. That wind, that air, that weather looks incredible. Like, how warm was it out there?
So, I mean, Dubai is the desert, and we were in the middle of it. We were straight up in the middle of the desert. It took us an hour to drive to that location from the hotel. It was cold during the morning, cold during night. During the day, it was nice, though. It was actually like 60 to 70s. It was like typical California weather, so it wasn't bad.
I didn't see this, but one of the questions I have, and I'm just curious because I am not into porta potties or anything, but did they have at least trailers out there so you guys could like use a real bathroom and stuff, or did you have porta potties?
Yeah, they had trailers. They were essentially trailer porta potties.
Okay. As I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, they had to hook something grand for you guys because
Yeah, please. There were supermodels there. They're not gonna go to the bathroom in the middle of the desert.
I mean, even to see you in front of the boss, like, I mean, humans are really incredible beings where they could just stick anything, like the big, huge BOSS in the middle of a desert that you're standing in front of. It's insane.
Yeah.
And that thing is tall. Look at you there. You're like standing behind the O, and it looks 3/4 of your height.
Yeah, that was actually like a natural reserve area. That was the last night. That was like the party after everything was done. So that was where we celebrated and we got to meet maybe some of the other influencers and stuff too. It was a really, really cool setup.
Jeez. Proud of
And
you.
you can see more of it on my vlog that I'm going to post this weekend on YouTube. So that's like, I show more like video stuff and it'll be really cool.
Head on over to Trenton's his website, TRENTEN Merrill MERRILL.com. You can find out, you can read about his press, modeling inquiries, book him. There's a contact page there. But number one, Instagram, TR3N and then 10. And you're on TikTok too, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
What's your TikTok handle?
It's my first and last name, so TRENTEN Merrill MERRILL.
Awesome. So same as for .com.
Yep.
I had to keep blasting out and dropping Trenton's Instagram because it truly is superb. Like, it's just perfect balance of professional, fun, sport. I don't often see Instagrams that look like yours. That's just so symmetrical, but it just seems like you know how to perfectly place every single post, that like the color themes and you with the dog, and it's just so perfect. It's very pleasing to the eye.
Thank you. That was something I thought of actually last year. I'm a very detail oriented guy, and I like to think that I have pretty good style. And so when I was thinking about Instagram pages, I'm like, that's, I want to make this look like something that's aesthetically pleasing to me. And so it's kind of tough to do that because sometimes you get some really cool posts you got to post and the colors don't line up. So sometimes I'm like, whatever. But I think subconsciously, because I know what I posted before, I naturally pick like maybe a good cover to align with it or look good with it.
And look at you holding a bunny rabbit. Look at that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we caught that, man. There was a little baby bunny just chilling in the grass where we train, and just picked it up.
I think that was also a sign from God too. Honestly.
Yeah, maybe, man. Dude, actually he does speak to me through nature, and that's funny. I didn't even think about that though.
Yeah, that's the first thought that came to my mind.
What do you feel? What do you think?
I know you're there with your friend,
Yep.
Michael Shuey.
Yeah, he's a javelin thrower here.
Oh, let's see. And I'm serious when I do this. So this is my prayer. Dear Lord Jesus, come around. Something's lost must be found. This I ask him, pray will be. Please restore me the truth that is before me.
Yes.
And I believe in that always in saying that. Is there a message here? This is the first thing that comes to my mind, is to expect the unexpected in ways that are more gentle and encouraging to what meet to your standards, morals, and values. And that's what you're going to encompass and embody. To add to that is really going back to what we talked about before, and then even today, it's really the people that you're working with, the opportunities that are coming your way. I truly don't have a bad feeling, but one of the strongest interpretations, I get this, I hear it in my head, I see it, and it's not just because what bunny rabbits embody, it's the fact to where you're holding a gift of a life in your hands. That life is an opportunity of what it means to what it's going to bring to the world, seen and unseen, heard and unheard. Most of the times, things that happen to us and for us, just like somebody saying a prayer, we may never know about it. But then at times we wonder, ooh, is that serendipity? Is that a coincidence? What is that? It could have been somebody saying a prayer. So I believe in this, and with you holding that baby is about opportunity, but it's also about life and its purpose. And with you there with your friend, Michael Shuey, it's also about what you're connecting to, because you're there with a fellow friend, and it's not just you in that moment. It's another angel, another being that is there sharing in that, to show that when you have the right people, the right opportunities, the right mindset, the healthy mindset as well, great things will come. That's the message that I got.
I like it, man. I like it. And that's powerful. And I'll take that home, man. I'll take that.
Not even to look at the photo, and honestly, get on over to Trenten's Instagram, TR3, the number 3, N, and then 10. It's not too far down. As I zoom in and when I look at the rabbit, you can tell with animals, and even with humans, body language does not lie at all. Yeah. And I can tell as I zoom in, the way that both your hands and Michael's hands are, it's very it's very angelic, and the rabbit is not posing like, I just don't see fear in the rabbit's eyes. It's almost as though it's not almost as though it is a safetiness. It's a very powerful picture, and it's the third one in of that camera close up on both of your hands holding, with that rabbit.
Yeah. He was actually pretty chill. I was very surprised.
Yeah, you're going to be touching a lot of people's souls. And like I said, I wasn't kidding when I said that. I can literally see it in my mind. It will not surprise me. And you're going to remember this. You, your wife, and your children or child, and maybe your wife will be pregnant with your second one at that time. But I really believe and see you on the front of People magazine.
Let's go. That'd be awesome.
Any closing thoughts before we head out of here?
Man, thank you for the opportunity, dude. I've had a great time.
Perfect. Thank you for What Would You Do? The game. I haven't played that with someone in quite some time live here. So just hold the line. Is there anything else you want to close with at all before we, just in case?
Man, I'm good.
All right.
I'm Gucci, man.
And please let Teresa know if she's not listening. A big shout out to Trenten's publicist, Teresa Villano. And I want to give her a special thank you for sending all the information over. Thank you to everyone here and all around the world for tuning in live on air with Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5 with my amazing new friend, Trenten Merrill. You can head on over and find out more about Trenten at trentenmerrill.com, TrentenMerrill.com. Book him, check out his press, contact him, and really engage with one of the biggest superstars out there. And we're looking forward to having you again here on Power 98.5. Have a great evening, a great weekend, everybody. And head on over to the new Power 98.5 website, power985.com.
Friend us on your socials and let's connect.